संभाला सारे गमों को दिल से निकाला.
Hi, you said, smiling while he just looked at you with his signature cold expression. Hi, and you sighed. Why can't you smile? Is there a text on your smile? There's a mocking chuckle left from behind as you looked, and he waved at you with his boxy smile. Hello, Mr. Handsome Birdie. Hello, Miss Pretty. You both smiled at each other while Jungkook looked at you while shaking his head. Will you sit or should I leave you alone? You exhaled a long breath and shook your head and opened the door of car. If your nonsense is over, then shall we? You scrunch your nose. That's so rude. No, we can't. Luna is yet to come. You said while pouting and he sighed again. That witch is also coming. You glared at him. Don't you dare. She is my sister, alien. Taehyung gave you a tight lip smile. But she gives me cramps vibe. He mumbled in very low voice. By the way, why are you taking us with you guys? It's your wedding dress selection. You both have work over there, right? He chuckled slightly. Don't you know your friend? Do you think he can give me suggestion? While Jungkook looked at you. Yeah, you looked at Jungkook. Hi guys, she opened the door and sat on passenger seat besides Taehyung, and Taehyung slightly hit his head with his fist dramatically. Hi, coldly. Come on, at least you can smile a little. Like, I have never seen you smiling. Is that costly? You said to Jungkook, who just started driving. Should I tell you a joke? Taehyung viciously shook his head from behind. No. Okay, so tell me, what a blanket say as it fell off the bed. He poked his inner cheek and you looked at Jungkook, and then Taehyung and Luna, who shook their head in denial. Oh shit! Dramatically, and you laughed at your own, and Taehyung also joined you while laughing fakely. He just looked at your laughing face and didn't say anything, and Luna is looking at Jungkook, who is smiling slightly while looking at you but covered quickly and focused on driving. Nice sense of humor, buddy, he said while fakely laughing at you. Lame, he mumbled, and you looked at him while squinting your brows. One more. Taehyung shook his head, but you can't say it directly to you. What do you call a witch who lives in a desert? Taehyung again shrugged his shoulder, and Luna too. A sandwich, he laughed again, and Jungkook pressed his lips together to control himself. And the saga continues because your chatterbox ain't going to stop, and Taehyung is also got tired of fake laughing, and Jungkook who can't focus on driving because you are distracting him. One more, but Taehyung stopped. Buddy, that's enough for today. You know my stomach hurts. You sadly pouted, and Taehyung felt little guilty. Okay, you can continue while sighing as you are about to say, but Jungkook stopped. Stop if you don't want me to leave you at middle of the road. I can't focus on driving. A little annoyingly. Why can't you focus? I'm turning to my buddy, you said, squinting your brows, and Taehyung controlled his smile. Because he stopped as he couldn't complete. Why in? Please keep quiet now. He must be distracting, she said in between while you sighed. Fine. You looked outside the window while Jungkook sighed on your face. But then you suddenly look at him, making him look away instantly. Acha, listen, he just hummed. I know this wedding is just formality for you, but please, huh? I wanna dance, so you are going to dance with me. It must be formality, but I'm getting married, so I want to live it as real, okay? You said, like ordering, and he just looked at you as stunned, and Tahang chuckled. Very straightforward of you, he said while laughing. Why not? I wanna dance with my partner, at least we can act, can we? He just controlled his smile. Okay, you smile widely. Okay, let me choose the song then. Excitedly, and he looked other side. Humble. He mumbled in very low voice. Sir, this is our from bestest collection, she said while showing some dresses and your eyes lighten up. Wow, these are so pretty, you said while looking at them while Jungkook smiled slightly. Then by all, you looked at him with are you serious face. That's so clever of you. You want to get rid early, that's why you're saying this, huh? He massaged his temple. I didn't mean that. Of course he didn't mean that, Ryan. He was saying because you liked all, he said while putting a hand on his shoulder. After all, a friend will support a friend. What would I do with all these? Well, sign. Why not? Why don't you guys do one thing? Get married as many as times as you wear as many dresses at different destinations. She looked at him with done face. This marriage is itself a burden for your friend. Come on, you casually said while Jungkook just looked at you. You're really misunderstanding him. You give him a tight lip smile. Stop talking nonsense, and Taehang shot a glare at her. Which one I should try? Which one, Luna? Buddy, you asked to them. You asked everyone, but not your groom. Jungkook fixed his collar. Okay, tell me. My dear soon-to-be husband, which one? His heart skipped a beat as he looked at you and you raised your brows. Um, you can try them all. You furiously exhaled. That's fine. That's why I was asking. I know he always come up with diplomatic answer. And Taehyung smiled. And when Jungkook walked and take out a dress, handed to you, while glaring at you and you both stared at each other like you were doing a staring contest. Quite a taste, I see. You smiled before taking the dress. He folded his arms across his chest and squinted his brows as you gave him this while smiling. Ah, it's not closing, you unknowingly said as you are trying to close the chain from 15 minutes. Should I call someone as you peek from the door? Excuse me, you shouted a little bit. She seems busy with other customers, and three of them looked at you. What happened? You bit your lower lip. Luna, come for a minute, you said, and Taehung smiled as she is about to go, but Taehung stopped her. Why you always want to be at third wheel? Shankuka, go and help her. You can check as well if dress looking good or not. He said while pushing Jungkook while Luna made a face. Me but cut it off his Taehang gave him a hard push and he slowly opened the door. Help na stop as you see Jungkook as you quickly cover your back with your hand. Actually, he was stuttering and you said, can you help me? If not, then go. You straightforwardly said, and he just looked at you. How can you be straightforward every time? He slowly looked at your back in mirror which is covered by your hand. Then he made you look at him and slowly his hand reached behind your back. But his eyes on your face as his cold hand touched your warm skin you felt goosebumps. And you shut your eyes tightly as he slowly closed the chain as his eyes never left your face. In the silence no one said anything. The only sound can heard of breathing and the fast heartbeat. There is a tension between you two as he slowly made you turn and look at you in mirror. He just stared you in mirror without blinking. How's it? You asked nervously and he smiled internally saying his impact on you. Absolutely gorgeous. You got stunned by his compliment as you looked at him. What did you say? The dress. You put your inner cheek. Then we can final this dress. You said in low voice, and he is still standing there. You looking at you, and he raised your brows. Go, I need to change. And he snapped back and scratched his back, and then rushed out hurriedly. Weirdo, you mumbled while smiling. No, not this one. Try this one. And he shot an angle to you as he trying 10 tuxedos till you are not satisfied and you as you notice his expression. Okay, you can buy what you like. After all, it's your choice matters. As you're about to put back, but he took the tuxedo from your hand. Wow, That's what I wanted my room to be look like. This one is good, you said, smiling widely as he tried this one, and then chuckled. Now he's going to buy this one only. My choice is always best, you said while flipping your hair dramatically as he shook his head while chuckling slightly. You get up from the car before taking the bags, followed by Luna, but she turned before bending down as he knocked on the window a little, and he slid it down. Don't forget about dance thing, okay? I wanna dance. That's my dream. Don't worry, just follow me. Because I know you can't spare time for practice. Hmm. You slightly hit his head and he's looked at you with done face. Learn more words than okay, thank you. I'm so talkative. Teham chuckled. That's why you both make great pair. Formality buddy. Changur glared at you. Quite sharp memory you have, he said sarcastically, and you scrunch your nose. He quickly rushed as he received a call while he was in middle of meeting, followed by Tehang. Two men rushed in hospital. There is a fear and panic visible on their face as he saw his mom and dad and Vine's dad and sister standing there, Vine's mom crying and his dad consoling her as he rushed to his father. Dad, panically, and his dad looked at him with sad face. Her condition is critical, and his heart dropped as he back while Taeyang held him. How this happened, uncle? I shouldn't have let her go, he said with heavy thought while Taeyang looked at Luna and she looked away. Her car brakes failed and he shook his head. What we will do, all cards have distributed and now this. Jungkook looked at her in disbelief. Mom, you should have think of her good health. She is about to say, but Mr. John stopped her. 2 hours in OT where there is no signs of doctor, but then door opened as the doctor came and Jungkook quickly rushed to him, including others. How's she, doctor? Can we meet her? He asked, panicking, and doctor gave him a sympathetic look. She is fine now. He took a relief as doctor looked them again. Who is her family members? Please come with me, he said with sad tone. Doctor went to his cabin and Ryan, Dad, and Jungkook followed him as he took a seat and doctor looked at Jungkook. I'm her fiancé, doctor. Doctor nodded. So the thing is that she's okay, but I think she jumped from car when she got to know brakes failed. I'm sorry to deliver this news to you, but I don't think she can walk again. I mean, there are severe injuries, and she lost that power in her legs. I'm not saying there are no chances, but very less. Maybe it can happen that she will never walk again through her whole life. Vine's dad burst into tears while Jungkook's head froze as if his world got flipped upside down and his mind and everything become mess. Please brace yourself. If you break like this, then how she will. Jungkook slowly walked with Vine's dad as he can't able to walk, couldn't hold himself while he was also feeling like zombie. Jungkook made him sit on the chair while others rushed to them. What happened, Yebo? She worriedly asked, and Luna gave him water. What happened, friend? Well, Jungkook just stand taking support off the wall, and Taehyung asked to him, but he didn't say anything. Vine's dad shook his head before speaking. Our, our princess will never able to walk again. Everyone heart dropped while Vine's mom stopped and Mrs. John held her. And a tear escaped from Jungkook's eyes as he said this again. As he closed his eyes and Taehyung's face turned pale. As he looked at Jungkook while Jungkook just her words echoed in his ears, and tears started to drop from his eyes as he stared at his ring. And he felt a hand on his shoulder as he quickly wiped his tear, and Taehang looked at him. Taehang's eyes also teary as he pulled him in his embrace and patted his back. Why this happened, he mumbled with heavy thought. Everything will be alright. You're feeling like a zombie and tears dropping from your eyes. As your dad and others come in the room and you quickly wiped your tears and gave him a warm smile. Appa, you said weakly while he held his tears back as he gently pecked your forehead and your mom too. How's my daughter's feeling? She said while smiling, but you can feel she cried a lot. Good. Hey buddy, you're a fighter though. I didn't know you are very strong. He just smiled and but didn't said anything. And then your eyes landed on the person who was standing next to him and his eyes showing pain and worry as he slowly walked towards you. Did you tell your lame jokes to your brakes that he got failed, huh? You looked at him surprised as he kissed your head and you didn't say anything. Those are funny, maybe they couldn't take it, he said as they are trying to lighten the mood. Princess, say something, he said to you, and a tear dropped from your eyes, which you wiped quickly. I'm good. You guys don't need to pretend. I know everything. You said weakly, and their heart dropped. Let's not talk about it now. She quickly covered. Of course, it's your wedding tomorrow. Are you mad? Do you think cut it off by Mr. John? Don't say anything, he said in a little high pitch while Jungkook shot a glare at her. Then you shut your eyes. Why I need to stay quiet? Can't you see she can't walk? How can my son marry to her? She said, and a tear escaped from your eyes, and your father made a face. Mom, he said in a little high pitch. I understand you, Mrs. John, but please, this is not the right time to discuss these things, she said politely, but she is furious. I'm not saying to hurt your feelings, Ryan, but it's about a whole life decision. She's dependent on someone now. Jungkook furiously walked towards her before pulling her outside, and Mr. John followed him. Can't you see her, Mom? She isn't recovered yet. Can you understand her pain, what she is going through right now? He said little angrily. But son, she is a burden now. Don't. It's just only deal for you anyways. Then why are you getting so mad, huh? This marriage is only for your business purpose. Jungkook looked at her in disbelief. I didn't expect this from you, he said in disbelief. Don't expect. I'm the one who chose Ryan. Now I am saying you won't marry her. We can still continue the deal. Her sister is here. She also has right on her dad's company. Jungkook looked at her stunned. You think I would do as you say? He chuckled bitterly. Never. Either it's Ryan or no one, he said as he wiped his tear which came out of his without permission and he walked inside. Mrs. John and Mr. John entered and Jungkook too as you quickly wiped your tears you were crying earlier, and Ryan said Carter while folding his hand in front of them. We have to call off this wedding. Please forgive me. Mr. John shook his head. Why need to call off when we can change the bride, Mr. Min, your other daughter? Because wedding cards distributed, looking at Luna. Luna jumped internally and but made a sad face and glared at her. Mom, please. If Luna is ready, then I don't have problem, he said, lowering his head while Jungkook looked all of them in disbelief. Did I say I want to marry her? No, right. Then who the hell you all to decide? Angrily he looked at you and you lift up your head a little. They all are right, Jungkook. We can't cancel as everything is done, you said weakly and he glared at you. Can you all leave us alone for a while? He said looking at you. But dear Auntie, please, pleading eyes, and she nodded slowly. But son, Mrs. John pulled her with him. Everyone laughed where Taeyang looked at Luna, who was looking at you both. Do you need any special invitation? He sternly said, and she rolled her eyes and walked out. Chungu closed the door and looked at you before walking while you look other side. Jungkook, please stop as you felt a soft pair of lips on your hand and you closed your eyes and a tear escaped from your eyes. How are you feeling? Softly holding your hand and gently kissing it. Jungkook, why are you behaving like this? You should listen to your mom. This is best for you, you said weakly in low voice. Jungkook, why are you behaving like this? You should listen to your mom. That's what best for you, you said weakly in low voice. Why should I listen to them? He said calmly. It's just a formality for you. Then you can marry Luna. I have nothing. I'm just a lifeless human being, a burden. Guttered off as he put a finger on your lips. Don't you dare to say that again. Otherwise it won't be good. While you gulp a lump before looking other side. What do you want? Have you thought on looking other side? You. And your eyes got more teary. We are getting married. Do you understand that? You looked at him. If I say I don't want to get married, he looked at you before intertwining his hand in yours. You came into my life of your own and free will, but you will go out with my will, and I won't allow you to go. The tears falls like rain, his heart edged. Why are you making things difficult for me, Jungkook? Please don't do this. Your voice cracked as he caught up before wiping your tears gently and placed a soft kiss on your forehead. Don't make things difficult for me. And you looked at him, shaking your head. It's not a choice. I'm a useless person who can't do their things own. He punched on the wall and looked at you angrily. I said, stop saying this. The world isn't ended. But my world ended. Have you thought as he leaned before touching his forehead with yours? You just entered in my world. How can you say it ended? We have lot to explore, he said, a tear escaped from his eyes. You are not the wine who used to smile and make others smile around her. You are also not the same Jungkook I met. He pushed him slightly as removed his hand gently, which is cupping your face and looked at him. Don't ruin your life for me. And he looked at you in disbelief. It will itself ruin if you are not there, while wiping his tears aggressively. You have gone mad. The world doesn't end when someone left you. It became worse than that, he said with burning heart and pain in his eyes. Anyways, I'm not here to ask you anything. I'm here to tell you that we are going to marry as soon as you'll get discharged, he said coldly, and you looked at him, controlling your tears. I'm not. I'm not going to marry you. As he threw something from side table in anger and you flinched. That's my decision and you have to respect. You still continued. He yelled and you just stared at him. It was to happen, right? Then what's changed, Ryan? What's changed? He said in little anger. I, I am. He leaned before placing his both hands beside you, make sure not to hurt you. Don't use any fucking words which make me lose my control, he said dangerously. Answer me honestly. If you were at my place, would you do the same as you are saying me to do, huh? Whispering and intensely looking at him. I don't know. He chuckled bitterly. I know you won't do it. And I am that place. I know what I'm doing. I, stuttering but words not coming out from your mouth, staring at his dark orbs. We are going to get married tomorrow, now on the wedding date itself. Did you hear me? You are going to marry me, Minwayan, while kissing your cheek softly. I won't. You will. You will. He placed a soft kiss on your cheeks before backing. You can't force me. He chuckled bitterly. Let's see. Saying this, he walked out from the room. Are you sure about your decision, son? He asked, and Jungkook looked at him with "Are you serious?" expression. Dad, why are you asking for the confirmation when it's sure thing to happen? He replied. No, I'm feeling proud of you. I thought you thought I would leave her and marry to Luna just because all of you want. That decision you are taking is for your life. How can you think like that? She annoyingly said, and Jungkook chuckled slightly. First, you forced me to agree for this marriage. Now you are forcing me to marry another girl just day before wedding just because. He stopped and looked at her. That preparation must go on. I'm getting married tomorrow. He spoke out of blue as he's about to walk. But son, we can't take her at wedding venue. Also, I don't think she will agree, he said. Where is my bride? Is the wedding venue itself, and about that I'm here. He's about to walk again. When I forced you, things were different, and no one thought this would happen. What's the reason that you want her only? Can't you understand what are you doing with your life? She said little angry, but Jungkook shook his head and walked out without replying. She is sleeping now, but you know right, she is not that fine, which I know. I tried my best, but she is not talking Jungkook. Jungkook just stared hurt from window. Why God always be cruel to the good people? He mumbled. It can't be accident, Jungkook. He spoke. What do you mean? He looked at him. We are missing something. Don't worry, I have officially lodged a complaint. They're trying to find her car. Taehang nodded and his eyes noticed some shadow, which quickly moved. What's next then? He asked while his eyes in that direction and Jungkook's eyes on Ryan. We are getting married tomorrow. Taehang looked at him and smiled. You're truly a man which every woman deserves, he said, patting his shoulder while Jungkook gazed on him. Wait, but you said you'll get married when she'll discharge. He spoke and Jungkook looked at him. People around me makes me sick. She's broken and I want to heal her by spending my all time with her as my wife. Then no one can stop me, not even her. She really did magic to you. Jungkook exhaled. I can't explain what I'm feeling right now. There is a storm inside me. I'm scared too. Don't worry, everything will be alright. Jungkook just nodded. Your room is all decorated as you look around and you know who did this. There is an unknown feeling rushed inside you. You want to love this feeling, but your mind is stopping you. Your heart racing faster as you feel the presence on the door, and your whole body got goosebumps as door opened, revealing him, the man you expected. His direct look in your eyes and the slight smile on his face, which you never seen, and he's looking like exactly as you imagined him in the wedding dress. He surely raise your heartbeat and make it pound and make you nervous. He took slow step, making you look away. How are you doing? He spoke, but you didn't reply. He took your hand in his before kissing it softly. I can feel you were nervous, right? Even me too. And why not? This is the biggest day of our lives. Jungkook cut it off as he placed the finger on your lips, making you stop. Shh, don't say anything. Let me speak. You just stared him. I know this wedding is not as you imagined, but the thing makes it special is you. Let's start a new journey together, he said softly as he slowly removed his finger. Don't take any decision which you'll regret later. That's why I decided not to listen to you. You exhaled a long breath. Jungkook, please, cut it off as Taehyung entered. Priest is here, Jungkook. Jungkook nodded and he looked at him. You have gone mad, you said with heavy thought, and he smiled. If you think it's madness, then you can think whatever you want. Priest standing there reading vows and your hand in Jungkook's hand, which he is holding so tight, not letting you leave his hand. He listens every vow carefully, but your mind is so messed up. Do you, John Jungkook, take Min Ryan to be a lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward for better or for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do you apart? Jungkook looked at you before answering. I do. As soon as he announced, a tear escaped from your eyes. Do you, Min Ryan, take John Jungkook to be a lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do you part? You stayed quiet at priest waiting for your answer, but you look at Jungkook with your teary eyes. Give me a chance, he said softly. Come on, Wine, don't make him wait more. I I do. It came out more like a whisper, and lone tear escaped from Jungkook's eyes. I pronounce you two as officially wedded couple. You may kiss the bride now. Your parents and Mr. John clapped, including Taehyung and staff members, and Jungkook faced you as he gently wiped your tears and placed a soft kiss on your forehead, and sat on his knees before holding his hand in front of you. As you can see tears in his eyes. Thank you. It's just he can't express his emotion, what he's feeling right now. The tears you were holding came out like rain. You can't even tell in words that what you're feeling. A mixed emotion because you never imagined a person like him can be this sweet and pure hearted. You hold his hand while shaking your head as you pulled him slightly, and he got up and hugged you gently, and you cried in his embrace. You got discharged today from your wedding day. Jungkook never leave your side even for a second. Just like shadow. Not a shadow because a shadow is with you only in light, but this man held your hand in nurse spring wheelchair as Jungkook is helping you to sit, and your heart dropped and sadness is clearly visible on your face looking at that wheelchair, which is noticed by him. Nurse is about to help you to sit, but Jungkook stopped her as he picked you up in his arms, making your heart to skip a beat and a gasp left from your mouth. Jungkook, nurse send this with other things, okay? He instructed to her, then looked at you. Shall we? You nodded and he smiled intently, looking at your flabbergasted face. He gently made you sit on the bed and placed two pillows behind your back, and he sat and just stared at you. If you pick me up like this, your hands should hurt, he chuckled. Your husband is a strong muscle man. You're not even half of my workout weight. Your cheeks turned red. I have hired a nurse for you. She will be joining from tomorrow. But I'm here for you always. Your brows twitched. Don't you have work to do, huh? He smiled before sliding himself next to you. Even if I have, but priority is you. He said, taking your hand in his. There is a silence as he is playing with your hand and you are just staring him, but then you speak. Jungkook, and he hummed. I need to change. And he looked at you. You're feeling uncomfortable in this? You nodded slowly. Don't worry, I have prepared everything your needs. Let me take out your night dress. He got up from the bed. He took out a nightgown as he walked towards you. I think it's time for your dressing too, he said, looking at the clock. He took out the ointments from drawer as he sat on the bed, and he looked at him all nervous. Is there any maid who can help me in changing? and he looked at you. No, I didn't get time to hire. I will tell to my secretary. You bit your lower lip. He can see the nervousness on your face. Can I? He asked, and you looked at him all nervous but didn't reply. Jungkook got up and took out a tie from wardrobe and sit next to you. Don't worry, I won't see. Let me. He tied it on his eyes. No, it's not. uh, It's okay. Here, he placed a coffee cup on the table and you snapped back and sit next to you. Thank you, you said, looking deep in his eyes. This is my duty. You don't need to thank me. Smiling and you shook your head. Thank you for everything. Intensely looking at him. Jungkook smiled slightly and extended a spoonful to you and feed you while you just adore him. I have talked for your treatment. They are the best doctor. He spoke and you looked at him. Then we'll dance together. Jungkook, there's an intense eye contact between you two. He hummed. What if I'm not able to walk again? You hesitantly said, and he looked at you for a while. He gently took your hand in his and one on your cheeks as he kissed it softly. Then I will happily hold you in my arms rest of my life. And you smiled slightly as a tear escaped from your eyes. You hugged him while he hugged you back while kissing your head gently. How will I repay you? He smiled as you broke the hug. You can if you want, while pinching your nose. How? Promise me you will give me, he said while extending his hand and you stared at his sparkling eyes. There's nothing I can give you, sadly smiling and looking away, but he made you look at him. Only you can, as he leaned a little closer. Say, nervously, and he pretended to thinking. There was a girl I used to know who used to annoy me, try her best to make me smile and laugh her at own jokes. I want her back. Your eyes got teared up and you look away.